Question 81. Which of the following is an advantage of pulse spray transfer? Answer, works well on thinner materials. Question 82. When gas tungsten arc welding, GTAW, the current settings employed for stainless steel compared to those employed with aluminum are best described as which? Answer, stainless current is lower than aluminum. Question 83. When gas tungsten arc welding, GTAW, which of the following metals would an ER-308 filler rod be used to weld? Answer, stainless steel. Question 84. When piercing a hole with oxy fuel cutting, which of the following problems can occur? Answer, backfire or flame extinguishing, molten metal or slag blowback to the torch tip, and tip damage. Question 85. How often should the user or wearer of fall protection equipment inspect the equipment? Answer, before each use. Question 86. If an oxy-fuel hose that is under pressure with valves open is ruptured and catches on fire, which of the following must be done in order to extinguish the flame? Answer, stop the oxygen flow, then stop the fuel flow, and then extinguish the flame. Question 87. Which of the following is indicative of a weld that was performed with an excessive arc length? Answer, spatter and undercut. Question 88. When referring to bolt specifications, UNC stands for which of the following? Answer, unified coarse thread. Question 89. In a constant voltage output system, increasing contact tip to work distance, CTWD, increases the resistance in the power circuit. What is the effect on current flow? Answer, decreases the current. Question 90. Which of the following preheating methods is the most consistent, controllable, and mobile? Answer, induction heater. Question 91. When F-flow wave a 3F fillet weld, which of the following would best describe the appropriate travel angle or electrode inclination for the filler passes after the root pass? Answer, 0 to 10 degrees forehand or push vertical up. Question 92. What is the maximum safe working pressure, MSWP, of acetylene gas? Answer, 15 psi or 103 kilopascals. Question 93. When plasma arc cutting, PAC, which of the following is the minimum shade number used for amperages between 60 and 299 amps? Answer, number 8. Question 94. Which of the following is a key reason for attempting to cold weld cast iron instead of hot weld? Answer, if disassembly is not an option. Question 95. Which of the following is carried through a GMO cable assembly? Answer, weld current, shielding gas, and electrode wire. Question 96. Which of the following best describes the key advantages of the submerged arc welding SAW process? Answer, high efficiency, high productivity, and high quality welds. Question 97. Which of the following are requirements and responsibilities of WNS controlled product suppliers? Answer, provide the material safety data sheets or safety data sheets. Provide an appropriate WMS label for the hazardous material and classify the hazardous material into the appropriate hazard class. Question 98. Which of the following best describes the potential peak noise levels generated by the plasma arc cutting pack process when operating in wet underwater conditions? Answer, as much as 75 decibels. Question 200. Which of the following best describes why cast iron is susceptible to porosity when mobile? Answer, entrapped or absorbed oils within the casting. Question 200. When submerged arc welding SAW with a 5/32 inch or 4 millimeter diameter electrode, which of the following best describes the power source that would be employed? Answer, constant current, CC.